Hi guys, this is Candy Perler Fairy, and if you can see the picture here, we have a Sailor Moon 3D figure that is turning around. So this is gonna be our project today. I have a great passion making 3D figure with just perler beads, and most of my projects do not require glue. Because I like to build the pieces together just like blocks and Legos. So if you can follow me on Instagram and YouTube, you can see more tutorial. But today I'm gonna just show you how to make this 3D perler Sailor Moon. So one more thing before we start, I want to make sure that you know making 3D perler is so much fun, but it will take a lot of time, effort, and patience. But I'm gonna show you step by step how to make this, so we're gonna have fun. All right, let's get started. So in this section, I'm going to show you the materials that we'll be using and also how to use the tools. So here are all the colors that we'll be using. So we'll need a lot of the yellow bead, as you can see is for the hair. So make sure you have plenty of these. And then the second color that we use the most is red and also blue. So make sure you have these in hand. And then also this is the sand color for the skin, and then this is white color for some of the clothing and then the accessory, and then I use rose color for the bow on the back, but you can also choose other color that you like. And then lastly, I have some of these color here, the black color for the eyes, and then the lighter blue, turquoise, chowder. So make sure you have all these color as well, but you can always replace the color that you prefer or you have in hand. Alright, so let's go into the tools. So here's the tools that we need. First, you must have the iron, because this is how we put all the beads together using iron. And then we'll need the tweezer. Some people like to use their finger, but when doing big project, I will recommend using the tweezer because it's so much easier. And then we will need the pegboard, so then we can put the perler beads here and then follow the pattern. And then lastly, we'll need the ironing paper. You can use the perler beads ironing paper, or you can use the cookie baking paper as well. So let's get started. So now that we have the iron turned on, so be careful, so turn it away from you. So I would like to just make a simple pattern to show you how I like to iron my beads. So first I'll put all the beads here and I'll start building. How you follow the pattern and then put the beads on here, and then place the paper, ironing paper, onto the beads and start the process. Lightly press on it, but make sure you go like circle. So if you ask me for how long, I really don't know, because every piece the size is different. But right now I usually just keep like lifting it up and see how the bead is going. So looks like it's almost ready. A couple more beads that needs a retouch, and it looks like that they're all connected together. So right here, I'm gonna lift it up to show you. See, all the beads are placed onto the ironing paper, and you can also see that they still have the hold on it. This is how I like my beads. Some people like to have completely closed, but that way it's really hard when you want to build it. So let's flip to the other side, and then remove this one. And then here is big enough, so I'm just gonna fold it in half. And then iron on the other side, also going circle. So I'm using not like the max heat, and I really like this level of the heat because I can fully control not to over melt. As you can see, I'm almost done here. I think I'm good. Yeah, okay. So let's take a look. Let's open it up and see how it is. To me, it looks good, except right here, a couple of them that they're not very even with the other. So I'll just do a retouch, just focusing on those beads. Alright, I think this is good. So as you can see, all the beads are placed on the paper, and slowly open it, and then the other side. Maybe you ask me like, oh, like sometimes it looks like it's bent on one side. I'll try to touch it, and then I can see that it's trying to bend on like this. So I'm gonna place this on here.
Alright, so let's get started with our project now. In this section, we're going to build Sailor Moon's face and her hair. So there will be 3 pieces that we're going to build, and we'll need plenty of the yellow beads. Also in this section, I'm going to cover some of the techniques that I use, and also things that we have to pay attention after we build the pattern and then we iron the beads. So let's just get ready and then follow the pattern at your own pace, or we'll do it together. As you can see, that right here we have a layer of 5 beads as I count, and then we're moving on to the next part. And then I like to move all the beads to the plates and then start moving this way, so I don't have to lift up my arms and then grabbing the beads from the box too much. That would be very tiring. So I like to have them closer to my pattern and then just build from there. Feel free to build it at your own pace, but if you like, you can build it with me. Just watch along and then we'll get it done together. So it looks like we're almost done with this first big piece. So let's get ready that we're gonna iron this piece. So maybe turn on your iron and also getting the ironing paper. So once we're done with this, I'm gonna show you how to iron this. So it looks like I'm done with the pattern, and I'm counting the beads to make sure that I didn't miss anything or make any mistakes. So now let's add the ironing paper. You can use the perler ironing paper or just like the cookie baking paper, and then place the iron on it, and then sometimes like go like circle and press a little bit, especially this is a big piece, so I'll take around like maybe 20 seconds on it, but you just have to keep looking at the beads and see how they're melt. Make sure to use low heat, that's the key, low heat, so that it doesn't over melt your piece. As you can see, I think I've done this over like 20 seconds already. I go bead by bead just to make sure that they all stick on this ironing paper, but I would like to keep like, you know, still having the holes on each bead, and then when I turn around there should be no beads left behind. So just keep doing the same thing on the other side. Alright, so we're done ironing both sides, and just let it cool down and put it onto the side. Let's work on the other piece. So this is gonna be the second to the top layer with the hair. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm just fasting for my progress. So always do it at your own pace. You don't have to be at my pace because this is fast forward. So just enjoy the process and we'll get there together. Looks like we're done with the second piece. So just do the same thing, ironing on one side and then the other. Whenever you can see all the beads is already stick on the paper, it's ready to flip onto the other side. Looks like we're done with the second piece, so let it cool down and let's finish with the last piece of this part. As you can see, I slow down because we're almost done with this piece. So make sure you count every single bead to the pattern to make sure that you don't miss anything before we iron. Actually, we have these 2 more pieces for the accessory for the hair, but don't worry, they're very easy to make. Alright, so we're done with these pieces. So let's lay them on the top so you can see how the layer is gonna be like. And then we'll move on to the other section of Sailor Moon. So in this section, we're gonna continue building the head. So you will find the layers for the back, the top, and the bottom. You will also notice that I'm showing you the pattern of each layer at a time. It's because the paper can only handle like the big piece one at a time. And also we have to build so many pieces, so it can get very overwhelming or fatigued when building many pieces at once. So I will recommend building one at a time, and when you feel tired, take a little short break and come back to this. So always enjoy the process. So for a big piece like this, I like to do an outline to count the beads and then fill in the inside. It's much easier. So now we're moving on smaller pieces. So as you can see, now you have a pattern of 4 layers. So you can fit all these onto the paper at once. We're almost done here. The last 2 pieces in this section, then we can move on to the next. Looks like we're done. Let's move on to the next section. So in this section, we're moving up on the head. So we're building the hair, the bun part of the Sailor Moon. So let's get started. So in this pattern, you can see there's a long layer. That one is to connect the pieces on both sides of the head. So this one is really important. Make sure the beads on both sides, they're completely stick to the piece so they don't fall when we are putting them together. So now we're moving on building the side layers of the head. So this one you will have to do this twice because it's for both sides. Make sure you count the bead correctly and then check the pattern one more time before you iron the beads, because if you make a little mistake then it won't fit with the other pieces. So just take a little extra time and then get it right. Like we're almost done for this section and ready to move on to the next part. Feel free to take a break, and then when you have more energy, come back to this and then continue building with me. In this section, we're moving on to the last part of the head, which are the layers for the hair for both sides. So for the pattern, you will have to do this twice. So these are the last big pieces that you have to build. You'll be building 3 of these big layers and then the connectors. Make sure you don't miss anything so that you can build them smoothly. So we're almost done here. Don't give up. Looks like we're done with the last few pieces here. Make sure you did this pattern twice because it's for the hair on both sides. So if you do, let's get ready. We're gonna build them together now. Alright, so let's get started. We're gonna build the head from the inside to the outside. So stay with me because it's gonna be a long process, but you're gonna see Sailor Moon in just a little bit. Alright, so let's use this to lock in here first. So as you can see, we're going to build 4 layers. So we're gonna leave 4 beads to the side. So this one will follow to the other side. Okay, and then this one is gonna go to this side. So remember, these two, this one looks the same, but you need the extra bead to the outside, just like so. Okay, and then this one, the next piece. Oh. So again,
make sure you are finding the side that is closer and lay better. See, let's get on this one. And then this is gonna be the last layer onto this side. Alright, that's looking good. Let's work on the other side. Alright, so let's work on the other side. Same thing. This piece goes in first, and then leaving 4 for the outer beads. So this is gonna go to second. So this is the second piece, looking good. And then this one, remember, we need the 3 beads to go in first, to facing to the front. Alright, so 2 more beads, 2 more pieces. Pop it to the top. Push it in as much as we can, and then later when the pieces hold tight, it will look much better. Okay, now it's way better. So we have both sides already. Let's build the center part. Alright, so now we're gonna build the top of the head. Okay, so this piece is gonna go in from right here, so it's gonna hold the pieces together. So this is the center piece. So as you can see, this is open the gap. So we're gonna insert the lower bead right here. Yep. And then go through here. And then to the other side, just open it up. And then bring that in. Yeah, okay. It's possible, so don't worry, you can just do it. But make sure to do it carefully so you don't break the bead. So this one goes to the back. Let's do the front first. So this first bead, you can see the hole right here. So insert this one in here, looking good. And then just do the other side. Yep. When you open up the gap, and then you can slide it in. Okay, so let's try to insert this one first from the back, I think. And then also the other side. So this little one is the connector to hold these 3 pieces together. Okay, so we're on the back. So let's do the same thing. Open the gap, insert it, pop that one, and then also to the other side, open the gap. Yay! I hope you get the trick, right? Alright, so now we're building from inside out. So let's build, how about we build the face so we know what's going on. 1, 2. Okay, let's build the face to the front. Alright, looking good. And then let's build this part to the back. Yay! And let's finish with the top pieces to close the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, this is gonna go in first. So just simply pop to the top, going through. Yay! It should fit perfect. And then this one's gonna be the second piece. So 1, 2, 3. This one's facing the front. Okay, so insert here. Alright, then gonna be this one. Follow the pattern. Last piece right here. Pop to the top. Yay! So you can see her already. So let's work on the hair first. Yay! So now we have the hair part. So this is the bigger one. And then so these two are identical. So this one is going to be the centerpiece. So let's put the connectors here. So we can kind of connect these two first. And then connect the other two. You know, I guess it's better. Just add the connector to the middle piece first. So that way it's easier. to just insert it this way. Yep. Alright, so we got one side done. Let's pop into the other side and then add this one. Yay! We got it. So I already did the other side, so we can simply just add it to the face. So they go from here, 1, 2, 3. So remember, hold it tight. It takes time. Yep, got it. Okay. So insert it on one side and then the other side. Take your thumb and then insert it. Yay! All right, let's close it up, the bottom and the back. Okay. So this actually is gonna go to the bottom. But if you notice, I have this extra piece. So we're gonna save this for a little bit later. Okay, let's close to the back first. So this, we're gonna close the back. Just like so. And then we got a couple more pieces here. Okay. Alright, so let's add this to the top. Ooh. Oh my gosh, she's looking so beautiful. So as you can see, this is going to be the top layer, and then this is to add on to the top. So since I don't have my glue gun here, it like this. So this one already glued the pieces on there. So it's going to look like that, and we're going to pop it to the top. Yay, looking good.
So in this section, now we're moving on to building the body. So in this video, you're gonna find the pattern for all the pieces for the body. And you will be building 4 sets of pattern. So take your time, again, whenever you feel tired, take a little break and then come back to it. Just enjoy the process. So just want to let you know, these layers are for the front part of the body. Now we're moving on to the center piece of the body and the back layers, and also 2 side pieces. So now we're moving on to the lower part of the body. So these are the legs for Sailor Moon. As you can see the pattern, I already repeat this twice. So you only have to do this board 1 time. So we're moving to the final boards of pattern now. As you can see, the 2 pieces in white color, there's a little bead coming out from the side. That's a transparent, so like a clear bead. If you do not have that, you can choose a white one or a red one. Looks like we're done here. Let's iron the pieces and then gather it together, and then we'll move on to finish this project. We can do this! Alright, so let's get started building with the body. Alright, so this is going to be the centerpiece and the center connector for the upper body. So this one goes in first. And then let's get the next two pieces ready. Okay, so these gonna be on the top, and then this is gonna be the body connector. So let's put this onto the top for the first one, and then the second piece following. And then you can see the 3-piece slot here. So we're gonna place this through it. Let's try the other way. That's even better. Okay. Alright, so let's fill up the back. So these are the 2 pieces to the back. So this one goes in first. As you can see, it has the spot for these 2. And then this one, we're gonna place it on there. Looking good. Let's close the bottom with the little piece. This piece right here, we're gonna insert it just like so. So it sets the pattern for us to fill up the other pieces. Alright, next we're gonna fill up the upper body with these 4 white pieces so we can insert more pieces. Alright, so this one, as you can see from here, we're gonna slide it in through and slowly push it in. Yep, we got it in. So to the other side as well, slide it in. Yep, looking good. Alright, so these 2, as you can see, these 2 are the clear beads facing to the front. Okay, so do this slowly, no rush. So as you can see, we're gonna slide through the first row under the arm. Yep. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. So this is how you do it. So this clear bead is sticking out, and then onto the other side. Same thing. So this one just slide through under the arm, right? And then slowly pop into the beads. Yay! We got it for both sides. Alright, so let's add on to the legs. Alright, so we got the legs parts ready. Let's build it on one side first. So this way, this is gonna be the inner part with this is the rose color, okay? So we're gonna go in this way, and then this is the second piece, and then this is the outer piece. Okay, so let's do the other side. So it's gonna be opposite. Okay, so it's also, this is gonna be the inner piece, so this one goes in first, and then onto the other side, followed by this piece. Last one. There we go, that's all we need. Alright, so let's add on to the body. So this one, this is gonna be the inner part, so let's slide it through here. Should fit perfectly, but take your time, do it slowly. Yep, once you got it in, slowly push it and arrange the beads. Yay, we got it on one side, and then let's work on to the other side. So maybe kind of open up a little bit, give it a space, and then place it through. Yeah, trust me, it will fit. Alright, looking good. So arrange, maybe make a little adjustment. We're almost there. Alright, let's get at the other pieces in.
so we can finish it. Okay, so then this one goes on this side, and then this one goes to the other side, and then this one will pop into the front, looking great. All right, let's add the bolts, 1 and 2. So as you can see the clear bead, so we won't see it when we're popping this bolt to the front. And then 1 more to the back. Yay! We're done with the body part. Yay, the body's back. Okay, so from here, since we have this is gonna stabilize the body with the head. So this is gonna go in first, as you can see the pattern, just like so. And then this one kind of stabilize the body so it can stand. You can try to take this out, but then it might not stand. And then we're gonna add the body to the head. So I think I'm just gonna do from the back. Kind of like open it up, and then slowly, and then we got it. Isn't she beautiful? Yay!
I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we will make one Sailor Moon yourself because Sue is super cute. If you make one, I really want to see it, so tag me on Instagram or post a picture here. Thank you so much for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, like, comment, and share. Thank you!